Hello, YouTube. Looks like YouTube is connected, but not Facebook. Do you still have Violet?
No, I took it off. I ended the call.
Hello, YouTube. Anybody there? Am I really live? Can you see me? Can you hear me? As some of you might know, we had some extreme technical difficulties last week. Ah, there you are. Tony, hey, bud, that's Kathy, right? Hi, Cheryl. Jan, Linda. Bonnie's here. Bonnie says, I can hear you. All right, thanks. Hey, YouTube. I'm not sure about Facebook. All right, so while I see if I can figure out what's going on with Facebook. Yeah, I lost a lot of data last week. You guys probably read my post, and we are just scrambling on everything everywhere. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get Facebook connected, but I'm trying, and I'm going to do that for just a minute. And if I don't, then we'll just see you next week. Try to get Facebook connected next week. All right, let's see if that works. It says it worked. Let me see if we got some proof it worked. All right, I think we got Facebook to the party here. All right. Do we see a black bar across the bottom? Looks like it on Facebook. YouTube, it's hard to tell because the dashboard's black. All right, let's see here. Tony's here. Oh, happy early birthday to Tony. Deb's here. Deb says, hello, fellow kitchenettes. All right, so looks like we're doing okay in YouTube. Facebook, are you with us yet there, Facebook? Let me know. Give me a comment. I'm going to play with this just a little bit and see if that changes anything. I don't know if it will. All right. So thanks for bearing with me. We had a huge data loss last week. I'm just going to say it like it is. I deleted my whole business. It was really stupid. And so we've been playing like I feel like my business is now 52 card pickup, or like a nightmare Easter egg hunt that I can't wake up from. So thanks for being so patient with me. I missed you guys last Friday, and I'm going to do a little Stampin' with you today. We're going to do Shortcut Card Sketch 16 again, because I didn't do a live one, but we're going to do a little different. Let's see here. If you go like this, and then that should be it. Ah, look at that. Okay, Corinne's here on... Ah, looks like it fixed it. Do you see my black bar disappeared at the bottom? Corinne's here and shared. Thank you. Hey, Corinne. Hi, Tony. Tony's on both. All right, so we're one by one. One by one, we're trying to get everything back on track. You guys, I gotta color and fussy cut some stuff. So I'll just tell you about it while I do that, okay? So I'm gonna start with this pear. I stamped it using Perfectly Pears. This is a product that is sneak peek. It's going to be available to customers in July. It's available for demonstrators right now. If you're not a demonstrator, join. $99 for a starter kit. You get $125 worth of products. You can get any of the pre-order products that I'm going to show you in your starter kit. And you can get any of the last chance products that I'm going to show you in your starter kit. It is the best way to support your habit. So if you're a demonstrator, you can pre-order now. If you're not a demonstrator, July, this product is coming. We're going to combine a sneak peek of new July product with our shortcut card sketch number 16 special edition. So you guys saw this one last week. This was supposed to be my live last week. We did a pre-recorded video before I deleted my whole business. And so this one is on YouTube as a pre-recorded video. So we did this shortcut card sketch number 16 special edition with the notes and totes. We'll link to it in the description. And that was supposed to be my live last week. It's a great little pocket here where you can add, a little tip or one of the fun little magazine covers or some of the things from the stamp set to fill the bag. But this is shortcut card sketch number 16. This is what I was supposed to do with you guys live last week. Maybe we'll still make this one. I have my pieces still cut and everything sitting behind me from last week's live. And yeah, so that's what we were supposed to do. But because I already released it to the blog and released it as a YouTube pre-recorded video, I thought we'd do something a little different. Okay, so we're still going to use shortcut card sketch number 16 special edition. So paper sampler people, this is the one for you with the papers in your sampler. This is a special bonus one that we're going to do today with sneak peek products, okay? Everybody got that? Hey, Jan, happy Friday. All right, sorry I'm late, you guys. It looks like we're streaming fine on both platforms, though, now. And, yeah, that's what I could do one by one, right? Are we still live okay on YouTube? I'm looking for me. Yeah, there I am. Okay, good. I think that my technical difficulties are sorted out. I can see your comments. It's been a week, you guys. It's been an entire week. It's been an entire lifetime this week. Tony says I got the Perfectly Pears Sweet and love it. I made a really cool card for August. That's good. It's actually going to be our card club for cool people July featured bundle. We're not using it in the suite though. I really want to show it outside the suite. Today we'll use it in the suite though. All right, so let me just color this pear. And I've got Darling Duckling, Calypso Coral, and Petal Pink here. And if I call Darling Duckling, what's the one? Bumblebee. Bear with me because I can't stop calling this one Bumblebee. So around here, it's become fondly known as Bumblebee Wannabe. So if you hear me say Bumblebee Wannabe, I am talking about Darling Duckling. I don't know why. They're very different colors. Darling Duckling and Bumblebee are very different colors. Bumblebee was warm, kind of a honey color. Darling Duckling has like green undertones to it. It's very different. But in my mind, Darling Duckling is Bumblebee. And then I know it's not Bumblebee, so then I turn around and I call it Bumblebee Wannabe. What color do you guys have like that? I know that I'm not the only one. You guys have to have colors that have come and gone through Stampin' Up where you're like, yeah, that one. I always call it the wrong name. But this is my color. I always call it the wrong name. All right, so I've moved through Petal Pink to Calypso Coral, light and dark. And I'm going to tell you, I'm doing this kind of two-tone peach. I'm using the like peach and gold color combination on this pear. I'm using the Designer Series paper as my inspiration, but I I'm using so much ink, it blows out the line. And so I'm going to fussy cut this one instead of die cut it, because that little white edge that you get when you die cut isn't going to be white by the time I'm done blending these two very opposite colors. All right, so what you see me doing now is called tip to tip blending technique, and it is a good way to bring in a dark color in a little bit smaller doses. You use the dark color applied to the tip of the light marker, and it can help you bridge that gap when there's a gap between the lighter and darker shades. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're bringing in a lot of ink this way, but that's okay because we're trying to bring yellow and pink together in a way that looks natural. And so that's what we're doing here. We're going to bring this darker one up underneath. All right, so then we're still just moving this dark one and lighter one together by picking it up. All right, now I have a little bit of where I need a shadow. I have a little bit too light, so where the ink is really wet, I'm going to bring in a little bit of the dark Calypso Coral. And I'm just doing kind of a scratchy. I don't know if I'm going to do a pre-recorded video of this one. Depends on how I feel. I've got a horrible headache again. And so I'm just going to go through how did I get this peach to look this way. And it was just a lot of blending. All right, so I've got kind of my dark side. Now I'm going to go back to some petal pink. I've got the dark petal pink. Oh, I've got the dark petal pink. And I'm going to bring the dark petal pink over the edge of the Calypso Coral and soften that edge. Then I'm going to grab the dark Bumblebee Wannabe. What do you guys think of this? Are you enjoying the technique here? Will you give it a try? I'm going to show you the designer series paper in just a minute, where we got kind of our inspiration here for this. This is the dark Bumblebee Wannabe, or Darling Duckling. And then I'm going to do a little light to bring the light and the dark together. And then I'm going to get really crazy with my bad self in just a second. And I'm going to take the light petal pink and I'm just going to go over the whole center here where the pink and the yellow kind of come together. All right, so that's our peach, and our pear, and this is the paper where we got the inspiration for that. There you go. There you go. All right, so what do you guys think of that? Is that kind of fun? But I saturate. I've got a very heavy hand, and so you can see I blew out my line a little bit. This one I didn't blow out the line quite as much as I did with the first one I did, but you're using a lot of ink. Look at, that's the back. So a lot of ink, and it's going to maybe blow out the lines if you have a heavy hand like I do. I am going to fussy cut this pear. There are dies. The Perfectly Pear has a die set, but you know how it is when you die cut, you get a little white edge, and where we blew out the line, it's not white anymore. So we're not worrying about if the ink seeps out the line, because we're going to cut out our pear right on the line. All right, there is our pretty pear. And I'm glad it's an easy shape because I don't cut right on the line very well. So, but to get these artsy effects, that's what we're doing. All right, love it. Good, you guys following me? Tony says, that's stunning with your coloring. Hey, thanks. Not too hard to do. You just gotta be brave and put together colors that you might never blend together. All right, so I did stamp that in early espresso, and I'm going to take some pecan pie and the little speckly stamp from the bundle, and I'm going to add a little bit more detail on my pear. Little pecan pie speckle on that kind of golden side. So there's our pear. You guys love this? I hope you love this. We're using the Perfectly Pear for Card Club for Cool People in July. So you have until July 5th to subscribe to Card Club for Cool People. And these are our Card Club cards. Let me show you those because we took it outside the suite. And we're going to use celebratory sips with Card Club cards. It's 3 sketch cards, and you're going to make 2 of each design. And these are Card Club cards, so very much outside of the suite. We're using that celebratory sips paper and just really shaking it up. You have until the 5th to subscribe for Card Club if you want to join us. Today's project, we're going to use the Pear suite, the paper, well, not necessarily the entire suite, but the bundle and the paper together. So we're going to get a very different look than with Card Club, but that's kind of how I roll. You guys know that. All right, let's do one more little bit of coloring while this dries. I stamped the leaves and stem, also in early espresso. And then I've got dark pecan pie, old olive, and we're going to use a little color lifter to get the highlight at the end of the leaves. And I'm going to color this one. And you can, of course, if you're not heavy-handed like I am and blow out the lines, you can die cut these. But to keep my right on the line look, to keep the cutting right on the line consistent between the fruit and the leaves, I'm going to fussy cut this guy too. But what I did was just fill with light old olive, put a shadow at the base and then up the center. And then I'm going to blend the light old olive and the dark old olive together almost to the edge. We don't want to go quite all the way to the edge because we want a little highlight at the end of the leaf. And we're going to soften that edge with some color lifter. So that was pretty simple, but it gives you some drama. And then we're going to do a little we're going to deepen the shadow a little bit on that leaf because you don't want to, your highlights aren't highlights without shadows, right? So a lot of people are okay with the highlights. That feels safe, but the shadows are where they lack. So don't be afraid of the dark, okay? You gotta have those dark shadows in order to have the drama of the light highlights. So we just went in and darkened that shadow a little bit. And then for my stem, I'm just gonna color with a little swipe of dark pecan pie. So that's that. We'll cut that one out. We're making shortcut card sketch number 16 today, you guys. The 16 special edition for our card, for our paper sampler people. But instead of the one we made last week with the annual catalog and online exclusive papers, we're doing with a little sneak peek. You're going to get a peek at the rest of the Pear suites here. I've got the ribbon, I've got the embellishments, so I'll show you those. And you can get these Pear products if you are a demonstrator or in your starter kit. All right, so I'm just going to keep my close cutting. This one's a little bit more of detailed cutting. So if you wanted to die cut it and then just cut it closer where, I don't know, around the edges, that's kind of what I did on the first one. But then I was like, if I'm going to fussy cut it anyways, why die cut it? So, or just die cut it entirely. Where the lines blow out, if you're doing a technique like this, we're using so much ink. Look at how much ink I used. The paper actually curled because of how much ink is in it. So if you blow out the lines on something and it's just with the Stampin' Blend color, you can use the color lifter to push that deep into the paper and kind of erase it. It's not a lifter, it pushes the color deeper into the paper fibers is what it does. But you can do that. If you blur the stamped line, if you blow out the image and you blur the stamped line, which is more easy to do with Early Espresso than it is with Memento, then there's not much you can do to clean it up. And I had blown out the stamped line on my original. So since I blew out the stamped line, I had to cut off the mess. You know what I mean? But it ended up looking really nice. It's got kind of a more artsy flair than a crafty flair. I think sometimes that white edge around our images makes us look a little bit more crafty than artsy. So I like, and I don't mind fussy cutting. So if you've got some options, so you can die cut it anyway, use a little bit lighter hand with the ink. But there's our pear. And again, there's our designer series paper that inspired that pear. What do you think? Kind of close? Maybe not? Can I try zooming in and see what happens here? This might be an accident. Let me see. Let me see if that works. I'm watching and I'm going to check comments. Oh, look at it, it's zooming it in. Yeah, delete your whole business and you become a little braver to try things. Hey, Stacy. Stacy says, I'm watching you. I'm glad you're here. Jen says, cool tip on the blends. I'll try the technique. I can't wait to see what kind of opposite colors you guys are going to blend together. Let's see here. I think penciled pear would work. Oh, the penciled pear was so beautiful. You can totally do that for Card Club. Mm-hmm. Yep. Laura said, do you think the old sketch set would work for Card Club? Yes. Yes, I do. I think you're going to be good with that. All right. I kind of lost my picture here. Hang on. I don't know how to get it back. Trying things like zooming in and now I'm way zoomed in. Hold on. Let me do this. You guys, this is so funny. I probably picked a crazy way to try to zoom in. Now I'm just going to make you a little whoopsie while you look around, while you see me mess with my screen. Oh, there it goes. I've had to learn some new things in trying to recover the data that I've lost in my business. So just playing around with a little knowledge is power. All right. So let me pop over and look at Facebook here. How are you guys doing over there on Facebook? I'm going to give you a couple of little housekeeping things while we're here together. There we are. Card Club for Cool People. Your card club is being picked up today, so it is on schedule. You will also get access to the PDF and videos. So your online classroom, I have a tiny bit of editing to do before we publish. So look out for that. It is on track. Somehow I deleted my entire business, but we've managed to keep Card Club right on track. There will also be second chance content released for the Turtle Card Club. So if you guys missed it, our Card Club for June was Turtly Cute. And I think I put those cards because I'm a little traumatized. Those cards, I did all the videos and everything, and I lost it all. So I had to do it all over again. We're still managing to keep it on track. Yes, I'm going to brag about us because I had to do this a couple times. All right, so this is the Turtly Awesome Card Club for Cool People. See what happens when you have to do the whole card club a couple of times. But this class is 3 sketches and 2 each if you got the packet, but three new card designs featuring the turtles We did each of the designs 2 different ways. So lots of fun in this class. Really good way to get some inspiration for that turtles. And we will be releasing that as an online class later today too. That product will be published. So Card Club, we are right on track. I'm going to emboss my soft seafoam with the cane weave embossing folder. Now this one is on last chance. As far as I know, it's still available today. It was $10 and then on sale for $6 last time I looked. But really, really dramatic folder, and we are going to add a little texture. All right, so let's get this guy in here and this guy out of here. All right. Let's see. Facebook. Hey Patricia, how are you? Corrine says pretty, and Trish says good to see you. Hey Trish. All right, so the other thing I wanted to catch up with you guys about is our Stamp and Stick card class. The packets are completely sold out, and those all left the building. We did send those out with Card Club if you are a Card Club member, and so they'll come to you in the same envelope. We also combined In Color Club. So if you are a monthly In Color buddy or In Color buddies and you placed your order for June, then you will be included in our Strawberry Slush In Color Zoom, and you've got a thank you card coming. In that thank you card is your Color Buddy reference guide book, all right, the page. So keep an eye out for that. If you got Stamp and Stick card class In Color Buddies, we put your card in with the Stamp and Stick card class. If you are an In Color Club and Card Club member, your In Color Club, your Color Buddy reference guidebook, and your thank you card is in with your Card Club. If you are not Stamp and Stick and you are not a Card Club member, then you want to look out for an envelope in the mail from us with your Card Club thank you card. Let me show you what you're looking for if you're looking for it in another packet. I'm looking for mine. Hang on. I know I have my own because we're going to do it together on our Zoom July 3rd. Let me see here. I think I have one right over here. Can't find mine. I know we have one because it was making us crazy during the counting, because I kept forgetting it was mine and we kept coming up with one extra. All right, Desi, it's gonna be like this except for a long top, and it's got the page with it. All right, so Desi's gonna look for it for me while I put the pieces together for this sketch, okay? Yep, $6. Jan says the cane weave embossing folder is still available on last chance for $6. Gotta love that. It's very dramatic, isn't it? All right, let me swap over here and let's look at the parts for now this is our shortcut card sketch number 16 special edition. This was the one for Paper Sampler. This was the card that we made with your designer papers from Paper Sampler. We'll link to that one. Now we're gonna take and do something a little different. I thought about just doing this one because we missed it live and I have the pieces, but it's already out there on YouTube. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some brand new products that are pre-order and give you a sneak peek. So shortcut card sketch number 16 special edition, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Check. And then we have 1.5 by 3 for piece B. We have any shape of your choice for, C. We have 2 by 3 3/4. Any shape of your choice for D. This is the label from Grow With Love. And Grow With Love is, Desi, you said this one's last chance, right? and still available?
Yeah.
All right, this is a really cool die set. Matches the Grow with Love stamps, so you get the dies to cut out the plants. But what I really love is this label and these two banners. I use them all the time. That's the die that I cut for that. And then, let's see here, E and F are both 3 inches. E is 1/2 by 3. F is 3/4 by 3. And then G is any shape of your choice. And I have this little, that's what I want. I have this little banner right here. And I got that one out of the birthday celebrations dies. So you get 2 sizes of this little pennant die in here. What a mess, right? But this little bit bigger one is the one that I cut. All right, so those are my sketch pieces. Let's get these laid down like the sketch. Glue. Where is my liquid glue? Got it. All right, so we are going to start with our designer paper, and I'm going to put my B layer down first. Now, the one I did last week, I swapped B and C because this is a sketch. You do what you want to do with it. It's a place to start. It's not set in stone, right? And we're going to pop this little guy. Oh, I want this little guy under. All right, so this little guy here, and this little guy up here. Spread them out a little bit. Move them over a little bit. And I wanted my pink paper, this petal pink and Calypso coral pattern. I wanted that to be a little bit more prominent, so I put that one over top. And then we're going to add this. All right, before I lose them, let's get these guys down. And then I'm going to show you guys your In Color Club packet so that you know what to look for if you're Card Club members. Because it is in there with your Card Club. And then this guy goes on there. All right, so there's our sketch, right? We see a building. Get that one out of there. See where we're going with it. A little same but different. I love me a good card sketch. All right, so this In Color Buddies. This is your packet that you're going to be looking out for. Got your little thank you card, and then inside of it are the pages for your Color Buddy reference guide. All right, so take this out, but be very careful because all your dots are in there. Don't lose them. Shake them off, make sure. And then your Color Buddies reference guide pages right there. Save this for the Zoom if you'd like to. You can work on it while we are live. So then you'll adhere down the dots for your swatches. But make sure you don't lose them when you take your card out of your packet. All right. And you'll notice that our little thank you card is one of our suggested color combinations for Strawberry Slush. So we're using our reference guide even when we're making thank you cards for our customers, okay? So that's what you're going to look out for in your Card Club packet, or if you've got Stampin' Stick in your Stampin' Stick card class, or those of you who didn't get either of those, you'll get this in a white envelope in the mail, okay? All right, so that's good. I wanted to do that housekeeping so that nobody loses their stuff. And Card Club members, your Card Club is scheduled for pickup today. It's going out today. Right on schedule on the 20th. And we're also going to release the content on schedule. We're managing to keep on schedule. A little more housekeeping. I'm going to stamp the word hey with Early Espresso on this little tag. A little bit low of center because you know me, I'm going to add a little bit of embellishment on that sentiment. So I gave you a little sneak peek of Card Club for Cool People. July is going to be the Perfectly Pear, but outside of the suite, we're going to use celebratory sips, and we're going to bring in some freesia, blackberry bliss, some of the new Secret Sea. We're pairing the pears with the new sunflower embossing folder. So if you're looking for ordering the sweet products or the sweet bundles or the things that I'm using from the suite for Card Club, especially online, Card Club online only people, you might want to order some of these ribbons and embellishments. We're using the freesia faux velvet trim and the sparkle gems. Those are part of a suite. So if you're online only and you want to get your materials this month while they're having the suite sale, buy one suite product, get another suite product 50% off. That's why I'm getting ahead of Card Club. That's why I'm getting this far ahead of Card Club, because I want you to be able to take advantage of the sale. We're featuring the new Halloween things in August. So we have 3 sketches, 2 of each, and we're using let's see here, petunia pop bordered ribbon. That was not part of a suite, but the vanilla and black large check, that was part of a suite. We're using the holographic resin dots, that was part of a suite. If you're a demonstrator, you can get all the Halloween product, so that's part of suites and part of the buy one get one 50% off. So this is July is pears. I should only have one of each of these because it is the 3 sketches, but July is pears, August Halloween, September is the charming, what is it called? Charming Day bundle. I just had my samples. Oh, I lost them here. We're doing the Charming Day bundle, but we're pairing it up with the gallery designer series paper, which is buy one get one free, or buy one get one 50% off. We're pairing it up with the textured dots and the beige bordered ribbon. So lots of sweet products coming in Card Club, and we wanted to give you that heads up. There will be some sneak peeks shared throughout the month so that you can prepare for that if you're Card Club members and take advantage of the sale. All right, so we've got the base of our sketch all laid down here, and we're going to bring in our pear. But before we lay down the pear, let me show you, this is one of the die cuts from the pear. I did that with Mossy Meadow. That's the die. And we're going to put those down together. We want our pear to be on a branch. All right, so what do you guys think, Card Club members? Are you excited about what's coming? I hope so. I love the pears. And good for August. Then we've got a little Halloween. We haven't done a true Halloween in Card Club yet, so that'll be kind of fun. Of course, you can use whatever stamps you have for Card Club. You don't have to use the bundles that we're featuring. We actually have just added new feature for Card Club members. We have alternatives by Jan, which is really fun. So to illustrate the point, we say over and over again that you don't have to use the featured bundle for Card Club, right? The sketches, all the materials included, you know, all the products and the die cuts done for you and things like that really make it very easy to just swap out the feature. And we talk about that all the time, but what we have added to Card Club now is alternatives. So every Card Club, I'll feature a bundle. I'm featuring pears next month, but there will every month be at least one alternative set done with a completely different bundle than what we're featuring, just so that you can see how to have a visual reference how to put the cards together if you don't have the bundle that we're featuring. Okay, so I think that adds even extra value. I made a couple of small changes to Card Club. You guys know that July we were supposed to have a price increase, but we've done some smart shopping, and we have designed ahead, done some smart shopping, and we have changed the format for the next couple of months. Instead of the Card Club featuring a wonder recipe and potentially making 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 sometimes, depending on the Wonder recipe. You get anywhere between 5 and 9 cards. We try to guarantee a minimum of 6 cards in every card club. Well, we've made a change. We're doing for the next 4 months. We're doing sketch cards, 3 designs, 3 sketches, 2 of each card. So you'll have 6 each month instead of the varied number. So between that and some smart shopping, we discontinued swag, but you guys know that we were done with swag. We've been talking about being done with swag since the first card stock price increase. Card Club has been the same price, even though Stampin' Up! Has raised their card stock price twice. The USPS has raised their postage rates. I don't know if it was once or twice. And we also took a substantial loss in Stampin' Rewards. They are 10% now instead of 16% that we used to get on Card Club orders. So despite all those things, despite lowering host rewards, despite 2 card stock increases and postage increases, with some smart shopping and doing 6 cards every month, we are going to be able to keep our price the same through October and maybe even through the end of the year. So Card Club members, keep watching, keep a lookout for updates on this. But that price increase that we were talking about for the month of July, starting the month of July, we won't need to make that increase. We're doing everything we can. We're really working hard behind the scenes to keep Card Club price the same for you and still remain profitable for us. So I hope that you guys understand and appreciate that. We've really worked hard behind the scenes for that. And so just that you'll see on your flyers and things that we've changed our notification about a price increase to either October or November on the flyers. If we can keep it the same throughout the year, we're going to. I don't know exactly how, but so far we did some creative shopping with this sweet sale and we got ahead of our design and stuff so that we could lock in those savings for you and keep your price down. All right. So now I want to show you a couple more pieces that I've cut just to finish this up. How do you like shortcut card sketch number 16, you guys? Are you loving it? I love a good card sketch. All right, we're going to put this guy over here. Let me show you. I've got Darling Duckling, and I punched that one with the Petal Park Builder punch. This one is on Last Chance. Love this for little paper embellishments. I've got this little leaf, and that is just the end of this branch cut a second time from Mossy Meadow. And then these, can you even see them? Let me get my Stampin' Pears mat in here. Because they're basic beige, but I want you to see. There's this little strip of flowers. There they are. See, in the pear dies. So another pair these little flowers up with these 3 flowers and leaf, and you get a really good range of sizes. So I cut one of these out of basic beige. I'm gonna grab my take your pick tool. Let's look at some comments. Let's see here. Oh, you guys are talking mostly in between yourselves. And Jan says a cane weave folder is confirmed for $6. It just says, you know how much I love soft seafoam, and these colors are wonderful together. I'm glad you like them. I'm enjoying this too. I was playing with it. So the Perfectly Pear bundle that we're using goes with the, let me find the name of it, Painterly Pears Designer Series paper. Now, I found the Painterly Pears Designer Series paper to be kind of dark. I think that the pears themselves, you're going to see lots of dark because the suite is very mossy meadow, right? And there's a lot of this mossy meadow and old olive in there. I'll show you the paper, the ribbon, and the embellishments as soon as we're done here. But I found them to be a little bit dark. So I did pull out the very lightest patterns to try to lighten everything up. I also did pears for Card Club, and we did those with Secret Sea. So instead of the dark mossy meadow that you get from the suite, we're taking it out of the box a little bit and doing Secret Sea, Blackberry Bliss. So really interesting. But after doing some dark pears and having the darker paper, I thought it'd be fun to lighten everything up with some soft sea foam and then the lighter patterns here. Tori says, great stuff, my friend. Happy weekend. maybe I'll see some of you on Creativity Now tomorrow. Oh, demonstrators who are watching, we will be on Creativity Now. We're doing it here with my team, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not exactly sure how to arrange the technology around here. That's the hard part. I'm not very technically challenged. I mean, I am very technologically challenged, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna stream it here and have a nice. We've got a potluck brunch planned, so we're gonna eat. We're gonna enjoy each other's company. We're gonna do a shoebox swap. Work on the projects for Creativity Now, and just enjoy a whole brunch together, which will be a lot of fun. I've got a little dimensional on my hay, but my pear's on dimensional too, so I need to move it down just a little bit. There we go. And we're gonna add hay, like the card sketch. We're keeping kind of true to G, which is the sentiment here. That's our G. And look at this. Do you love that? I love that. I love that linen thread now has a friend. And let me show you this. This is not part of the Painterly Pear suite. This is part of the Charming Day suite. This is petal pink braided trim. And so what I did was there's the braided trim. And the camera is not focusing on the braid, but that's okay. It's beautiful. Petal pink. I unbraided it and then took one strand and tied a bow for a little bit of texture. I've been doing a lot of taking things apart and cutting them down and coloring them with Stampin' Blends or with the reinkers just to get some more variety of ribbons. We've been getting fewer and fewer from Stampin' Up. So I've been doing a little extra creative treatment with the ribbons lately. So pop my little bow on top of the hay tag, and then I'm going to pop my little flower and leaves on top of that. The stem of my leaves is a little too long here. Hang on, let me get a scissor and trim it, otherwise it's going to stick out the end. There. And we'll put the flower on top of the leaves, and then put the leaves and the flower on with the bow. And then I'm going to take this, whoa, got my sleeve caught up in it. I'm going to take this and hold down the center and then pull up the petals a little bit, give it a cup, reinforce that cup shape. So much fun. I think I need to trim my ribbon just a little bit, just a smidge, and grab these guys. So I've got the little beige flower. It's on the end of my Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to dab a little bit of glue on these. Oh, come on. Never mind, my glue is very sticky. I gotta clean the boogers off the end of my glue. All right, let's see how I do with my fingers. I'm gonna put one there. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put one here, add a little bit of glue. We're gonna put one here, and I'm just gonna put a smidge of glue right on the card. Then I'll pick this up and drop it in the glue. There. That was easy. I would have put a little glue on the back of the flower if my bottle wasn't all boogery. Now for my embellishments, I have textured dots somewhere. I have textured dots. Hang on, I've made a mess and can't find my textured dots. I buried them underneath all of the Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to grab a little one. I had no little ones left when I designed my card club for September, so I used all big ones. That's all right. When I make the second copy, I'll mix it up a little bit because they look really nice together. Big ones, small ones. And I'm going to go over here and put a couple, a big one and a small one. And then I'll put one, let's see, maybe this way, over here. I'm dingle challenged. Don't judge. That's the best I could do. 5 dingles. All right, so here's shortcut card sketch number 16 from last week. And shortcut card sketch number 16 from this week. Here's another one. If you've got any questions about that, give me a email, marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. If you've got questions about card club, if you've got questions about Stamp and Stick card class, I'll be back Thursday the 26th, so just about a week from now with Stamp and Stick card class. Those of you who got the packet, it's already packed and waiting for pickup today. It's going out in the mail. So I'll see you Thursday for Stamp and Stick card class. If you need a reminder, Stamp and Stick card class, we will be making 5 kind of fast cards because they're fast because there's a lot of repeat elements. So let me show you those. Stamp and Stick card class is our in color edition. I'll see you Thursday at 2, where we'll make this set of in color just to note cards. The packets for those are shipped. Friday I'll be back again at noon, God willing, and I don't delete my whole business. But yeah, I should be back next week, Thursday and Friday. Did you guys see the Stamp the Alphabet challenge in the Craft Social? Link to the Craft Social is below. It's our group on Facebook. We want to see you there with your Stampin' Up! Supplies. We are stamping the alphabet every other week, A through almost Z. I don't think we're going to do X. Maybe we'll do Y. I don't think we're going to do Z. Maybe not Q. Maybe. I had quirky critters. I love quirky critters. Did you hear Gideon yell, "What about Q?" So we've got a Stamp the Alphabet challenge coming or in the Craft Social right now. Check that out. Let's see. Jan says, the stuff you do with ribbon is unique and awesome. Hey, thanks, my friend. I'm keeping myself entertained. Let's see here. Linda says, lovely cards. Hey, thank you. And Cheryl says, can you tell us if you're going to do the two-tone color cardstock sampler? Yes, we will definitely be doing it. We have enough interest, we think. We'll be making up links. We're a little bit behind on that because, like I said, Cheryl, I deleted my entire business last week. So give us a little bit to pull that all back together. Like I said early in the video, I feel like my whole life is a nightmare egg hunt that I can't wake up from. It's like the office version of 52 card pickup. So please be patient with us over the next couple of weeks, months. I don't know. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about it because why bring anybody down? So, yeah, we will be getting on that. I do believe we have enough interest for a two-tone cardstock sampler. So look out, email subscribers. We will be sending out a email to all of our subscribers with the link to register for that, and the spaces will be available while supplies last. We will be sending anybody who specifically asked for the links directly to their own emails. And if we don't have your email, we will be sending people who expressed interest in the comments on our live videos for the last 2 weeks. We will be sending you directly through private message. So if you're still interested in the two-tone cardstock share, please send us an email. Let us know if you want the link for a single share, which is, this is our single share. And it is 6 by 12. It is one 6x12 sheet of every two-tone, 54 sheets. And if you want a double two-tone cardstock sampler, let us know that you want a double, and that will be one 12x12 sheet of every two-tone cardstock. Now, you're going to love this two-tone cardstock. We're using it more and more and more in our samples. And I'm going to show you one really quick sneak peek. Two-tone cardstock is fantastic for techniques. It's amazing for design. You're going to be able to get those different shades of colors. It's really amazing. Let me show you a quick little sample of using the two-tone cardstock. So this is our In Color Club Strawberry Slush, one of our samples for In Color Club. This is the ones we'll be making on July 3rd in Color Buddies. And it will also be available as a Stampin' Stick card class packet. And we will be doing this one July 10th live, this class live, July 10th for anybody who wants to do it Stampin' Stick style. But this is the Strawberry Slush two-tone cardstock dark, and this is light. So really fun way to get elements on your card to just have more depth and excitement. It's really fun. The two-tone cardstock has been an amazing product, and we will be using it here more and more and more. You're going to see it just popping up over and again because I'm really enjoying it. So if you want that, Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. Let us know if you want a single share or a double share. We're going to send out links to anybody who emailed us first, and then follow it up with anybody who left a message in the chat that you wanted to be included. Then you'll get a private message, and then after all those links are out, we're going to send it out to email in general. So just keep an eye out for that as we're catching up here from our massive data loss. We'll get those out for you. We are doing another round, okay, and we'll be doing that next week. Let's see. Joan says, it's too hot this weekend in Minnesota. We're under extreme heat advisory. I just saw a heat advisory on my computer. I didn't even know we were under one. So I guess we are too. Oh, goodness. I'm staying in and stamping Saturday morning through, I don't know, late afternoon. And then we're going out for a quick Kong dog birthday party for Gideon. We're going to go take him and his friends out. And then they're sleeping over. And so it's going to be a lot of indoors, I guess, for us this weekend. I didn't even know. Lori says, include me for a two-tone pack. All right, we're going to send you the links through either private message through Facebook if you put it on the comments over the last couple of videos, or by email. So if we don't have your email, Lori, email us, Marisa at kitchentablestamper. Yeah, you guys, thank you for showing up today, and for I've gotten some concerned messages, and we just really appreciate that you've been pulling for us, and that you're some people have shared stories of similar experiences, and really sent the empathy. We've had lots of sympathy. We've had lots of encouraging messages, as you saw our post about. We did that Friday morning when we were supposed to do this one live. We instead I deleted my whole business, and I got on the phone with a local guy who helped me recover about 0.5 terabyte of data. And it was so helpful for a minute. And then, we got it all captured. And then I went to go restore some of it, and it was all corrupt. So we spent most of the day last Friday recovering the data. It was all corrupt. And then having to make the hard decision of, okay, well, it's gone. And where do we go from here? Deleting that 0.5 terabyte of corrupt data was really hard. I had a choice where I could slog through it all, 0.5 terabyte. I could slog through it all and see if I could recover individual files, and decided that it was much better to just take my loss and do better next time. But like I said, not everything is somewhere. We're running into things that are just gone for good now. But a lot of the things everywhere somewhere. My assistant is a wonderful, beautiful, amazing digital pack rat. She holds on to things not quite as bad as I do, but she had all of our original pictures for 2025. So that was awesome. We got those back. But yeah, we lost everything. Yeah. Shows I lost 38,000 pictures, 20 years of photos. Oh, my sweet friend. I'm so sorry. I lost my professional pictures of Mexico, I think. We have our pictures, the ones that we took with our own phones of our own adventures. So the pictures aren't completely gone, and I keep comforting that with myself. But Stampin' Up gifted us the professional ones and the photo stand ones and the the ones where if they catch your wristband along the way, they snap a picture of you. So like the candids and like all that professional pictures, the candid picture, the photo package. I think that's gone. I haven't had the heart to dig through and I do back up a lot of things, but I manually back up things, and I hadn't manually backed up in a long time. So we didn't lose anything from 2024. We only lost stuff from 2025. So most can be rebuilt either from an older version or because everything is somewhere. It's on Canva, or it's on YouTube, or it's on the blog, or Elena had it, or it's on the drive, because we use the drive now to completely back everything up, but we used to use the drive to pass things back and forth, so it was on the drive. But that's why I say it's like a nightmare Easter egg hunt that feels like it'll never end. Yeah, that's so good. Cheryl says maybe if we purchased from you, we can return it back to you. Those files. Oh my goodness, I will definitely remember that when I'm feeling like where am I going to find this thing? And maybe I'll put it out to all my customers and fans. So all right, anyway, thanks for listening about that. I don't want to bring anybody down. I just wanted to let you know the severity of it. We lost a ton of data, just a lot of files, and some things we're gonna have to rebuild them. So we're not working as efficiently. Some things we know are somewhere, so we have to hunt and find it. So we're not working as efficiently. If you have to hunt for it before you can use it, it's taking longer to do everything. So yeah, just thank you for being our support. Thank you for being our card club members. Thank you for being kitchenettes. Thank you for purchasing Stamp and Stick, and all those things are out. Thank you for your interest in two-tone paper sampler, and yeah, we're just really grateful for your support, and especially for your patience right now as we figure out our problem. I have changed the way that I do some things, and that was necessary. So unfortunately, it took a major loss for me to get serious about things I'd been meaning to do. The things that keep dropping to the bottom of the to-do list, some of those rocketed to the top of the to-do list over the last week. So yeah, we're here and we're working hard, and we love you and we appreciate you, and we couldn't do it without you. And kitchenettes and card club cool people, you make our world go round. Thank you. All right, guys, I've got to go get a blog post done for this. We'll give you a project sheet, and the sketch will be available. If you got any questions, reach out to Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. If you want to join or shop for some of these new products, if you want to join, or if you want to shop, marisaAlvarez.stampinup.net, and click join or shop. And we'll see you next week, okay? Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend. Stay cool.